Hello everyone, Genki here, and today we're going to try and beat Pokemon Sword with only Sobble. Sobble is our second Galar Starter, with us doing Scorbunny a couple months back. Link in the description by the way. Scorbunny beat the game with a level of 95 with around 20 hours of in-game time, if I remember right, but my in-game times are not optimized for comparisons. However, it's still interesting to think about. Sobble, just like all first form starters, has a base stat total of 310. Its defensive stats are the same as Scorbunny's with 50 base HP and 40 base defense and special defense. Sobble is a special attacker, so it has 70 base special attack, while its base attack is only 40. It's also technically faster than Scorbunny by a single point with 70 base speed. By level up, Sobble's moveset is not that impressive. The strongest special water move we learn is Water Pulse, and then it learns Liquidation, which is physical. Sobble learning Sucker Punch and U-Turn is also a little weird. By TM, Sobble's move selection is only improved by a little bit. We get access to more special water moves, but our type coverage is almost non-existent. Balance is post-game, and Mudshot is only accessible after the 6th gym. But hey, at least we get access to Work Up, Reflect, and Light Screen. For the rules, I can only use Sobble in battle. No items in battle, only held items outside of combat are allowed. And if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's begin. When selecting Sobble as my partner, I accidentally clicked out of the nickname menu, but I can fix that later. The Sobble we're given is quiet in nature, so more special attack, less speed. That is both good and bad. We'll hit harder, but be slower. To change Sobble's nickname, we need to progress in the story until we get access to the Pokemon Center. There, I changed Sobble's name to Sobs, which is what I call Sobble in my casual playthroughs. We can now progress forward to Professor Manolia's house, where we have to battle Hop. However, every member of Hop's team is a 2-KO with Water Gun, so it's on to the wall area. We do some raid battles to level up Sobble. I was aiming for level 14, but 15 is still okay, since we don't need to worry about disobedience issues. I also went to every Watt trader, seeing what TRs are available. For this challenge, I only see 2 TRs that will be of use, Surf and Work Up. However, neither were available today. So it's on to Motostoke and into our next Hop battle. We now know Water Pulse, which one-shots Wooloo and Scorbunny. However, Rookity survives just barely, causing Hop to use his potion, but it's not enough to survive Sobb's next attack. Next up is Beat and Galar Mine. I had Sobbe start the battle by setting up Light Screen, before taking out Solosis with 2 Water Pulses. We get confusion with Water Pulse on Cathedra, which allowed us to take it out without receiving any damage. Last on Beat's team is Atena, who goes down 2 Water Pulses. Time for the first gym, and our first roadblock. Our strongest attack against grass types is Swift, which is a 4-KO against Gossifleur. I put Sucker Punch on Sobb's moveset to try a max darkness strategy to lower Eldegoss's special defense, but no luck. I had to do a little time traveling to pick up the TR for Work Up, a move that boosts our attack and special attack. It was not an instant game changer. Gossifleur's Magical Leaf hits hard, if it decides to use it. Gossifleur's move selection is pretty random. However, to effectively get past it, I had to use my tried and true Leftovers and Protect strategy. We start the battle by spamming Tearful Look, a move that lowers the target's attack and special attack. We then switch to Protect to get extra healing, but by -4 special attack, Gossifleur's Magical Leaf is only doing like 8 HP. We still go all the way to -6 though before setting up Work Up. For Work Up, we also go all the way to +6, before finally taking out Gossifleur. Last is Eldegoss, who survives a +6 max strike at just below half health. However, we then survive max overgrowth with 12 HP and finally take out Eldegoss. With Milo defeated, it kinda hit me that maybe we should max out our Dynamax level. A Pokemon's Dynamax level influences its HP while in Dynamax, and Sobble's is only level 3 out of 10. At level 10, our HP in Dynamax is double our normal HP. Time to head to our next town, but first we have a battle with Hop. After one workup, Wooloo is a one-shot with Water Pulse. Corvisquire survives Water Pulse, which causes Hop to use his potion, but it is still to be a KO. Last is Reboot, who is a one-shot. Time for the second gym. Water resists water, and unlike Milo, Ness's Pokemon will not use moves that are resisted, and prioritize their strongest move, which in Golding's case is Horn Attack. Sobble thankfully easily tanks the hits, until Golding got a crit, but we managed to set up all 6 workups. Golding and Arcuda are both in one-shots with Swift, and last is Dreadnought, who is a one-shot with Max Geyser. Following the gym is a battle with Beat and Galar Mine number 2. This one took a few tries, but this is how it eventually went. I had Sobble start with a workup, as Solosis' Shy Shock took Sobble to below half health. It was then one shot with Liquidation. We go for Water Pulse on Gothita, who barely survives, but gets confused and hits itself in confusion and takes itself out. Hatena is just a straight one shot, and last is Ponyta. Ponyta survives Water Pulse, which causes B to use his Super Potion, but 2 more Water Pulses take it out. Next up is Marnie back in Motorstoke. Marnie's Croagunk has the ability Dry Skin, which causes it to heal when hit with water attacks. So I start the battle by having Sobs go for 2 workups, as Croagunk's Revenge takes Sobs to half health. Croagunk is a one-shot with Swift. Marnie then sends out Morpeko, who outspeeds and leaves Sobs on 13 HP with Bite, but is a one-shot with Surf. And last is Scraggy, who is just a straight one-shot. Time for the third gym, but after one workup, Surf completely sweeps Kabu's team. We can now go to Hammerlock, but then at Route 6, we get in some trouble with this Team Yell Grunt. It took more times than I want to admit that the secret to beating him was to change the Harsh Sunlight with Rain Dance. We can now enter Stoneside, where we have a battle with Hop. Cramorant, despite being resisted, still goes for Dive, so it was annoying to take out. After 2 workups, we took it out with 2 Swifts, but now we're paralyzed by Cramorant's Pikachu Gulp Missile. This causes us to be slower than the rest of Hop's team, but we landed all our hits and one-shot the rest of Hop's team. Time for the 4th gym, but before B, we have to deal with this annoying Hitmonlee. We had to go for 2 Tearful Looks, because its non-boosted Revenge still hits hard. This way, we can safely set up 2 workups and one-shot it and Hitmonchan. Now, it's time for B. And I don't know what I was thinking during this. In my first attempt, we'd gotten up 3 Tearful Looks and 2 workups, but that made our HP so low, we went down to Quick Attack. Obviously, the answer would have been to just use 2 Tearful Looks, but nope, here I am trying out Rain Dance, which does cause a one-shot on Hitmontop, but then we end up going down to Pangoro. With that not working, I went for a grind session. The problem is the best grind spot is against Glooms. Glooms give 2 special attack EVs each, but at this level, the Glooms know Mega Drain, Sleep Powder, Stun Spore, and Toxic. Also, at the start, the Glooms are 3 KOs with Swift. This took a while, but we eventually got this run against B at level 41. The answer was not Rain Dance, but Reflect, which minimized Hitmontop's damage enough for us to get off 2 Tearful Looks and 2 workups. Hitmontop and Pangoro are then both one-shots. Against Surfetch, we reset our Reflect, just in case, but then Surfetch's Revenge leaves Sobs on only 9 HP. Thank you, Leftovers. Surfetch is the one-shot, and last is Machamp, who survives Max Geyser on a Sliver. Its G-Max G-Strike then leaves Sobs on 8 HP. Hallelujah. It goes down the next turn. Man, that was close. Now we have to go face B, but after 2 Tearful Looks and then 2 workups, his entire team is a one-shot sweep. Time for the 5th gym. We go for Light Screen first turn, as Weezing uses Sludge, which gets the poisoning immediately, using up our Pecha Berry. We go for 2 workups, before one-shotting Weezing and Mawile. We then reset our Light Screen against Togekiss. It is also one shot, and lasts out Creamy, who survives Mass Geyser, but our Light Screen reduced the damage of GMX Finale. It goes down the next turn. Is it me, or was this battle almost like these, but with less setup against Weezing? Anyway, we can now go back to Hammerlock, where we have a battle with Hop. This battle was our next big roadblock, because Hop starts with Trevenant. Trevenant resists Surf, and is immune to Swift. It also does a lot of damage with Horn Leech, a move that heals it. Back to the grind, but at least now, the Glooms are 2 KOs with Surf. I also decided to grind on some Noctowls and Diggersbys to help with HP, and Carkles and Torkoals to help with defense. At level 55, we're able to go for 3 Tearful Looks, which lowers Horn Leech's damage enough for us to set up 3 workups. Trevenant is then a one-shot with Surf. I don't think that crit mattered. Bolton is next, and we first go for Protect to get some health back. But then Bolton's Spark just takes Sobble straight to 16 HP. It is a one-shot, as with Snorlax and Heatmor. We go for another Protect against Cinderace, who also outspeeds, and just like Bolton, takes Sobble to only 16 HP with Acrobatics. It goes down to a one-shot. Time for the 6th gym. We go immediately for Surf against Barbaracle, who survives and goes for Shell Smash. Barbaracle is now faster, and takes Sobble to almost half health with Razor Shell. It goes down to one more Surf. Against Shuckle, we go for a single workup, before proceeding to one-shot it and the rest of Gordy's team. Following the gym, we have to do another battle with Hop, but this time, Hop leads with Double. Double somehow misses 3 takedowns in a row, and uses a bunch of status moves, which allows us to go for 2 Cheerful Looks and set up all 6 workups. Double and Percursion are both one-shots. Hop then sends out Cinderace, who goes for its first ever Mega Kick in one of these challenges, before going down to a one-shot by Surf. Last is Snorlax and Corviknight, who are also both one-shots. We can now go down Route 9 and into our next battle of Marnie. Marnie's life card has the ability Prankster, so it's able to go first when it uses status moves like Torment or Nasty Claw. Life card's only attack is Sucker Punch, so we're able to set up 2 workups before taking it out with Swift. We had gone for Swift so we could hit more Pika with Surf. Last is Toxicroak and Scrafty, who are just one-shots. Time for the 7th gym. For once, we don't have to worry about Pierce's Scrafty's Intimidate. However, as we went for a single Tearful Look and 3 workups, we got hit with 2 sand attacks and a crit payback. Scrafty and then Malamar are one-shots with Surf, but against Obstagoon, we get a miss thanks to the sand attacks. This allows Obstagoon to take Sobble to red health with Throat Chop, before going down to our next Surf. Last is Skuntank, who is a one-shot, and thanks to Surf being special, we don't have to deal with Aftermath. Time for the last gym, and we had difficulty with the gym mission. The gym mission is 3 double battles, each using a different weather effect. For the rain battle, Pelipper sets up Tailwind, so it and Sliggoo outspeed, before Sobble can hit them with Surf. The Surf one-shots Pelipper, but Sliggoo is a 2 KO. We won the battle with only 5 HP remaining. The sun battle was easy, but then came the snow battle. The trainer uses Abomasnow, who resists Surf and has Razor Leaf. The secret to win was Weather Ball. An Ice-type Weather Ball one-shots Hakamoto. However, the Abomasnow went for Aurora Rail, so we go for a single Tearful Look, which allows us to safely set up 2 workups. Our Ice-type Weather Ball does neutral damage, so Abomasnow is a 2 KO. On to Raihan. Flygon goes first and takes out Magikarp with Thunder Punch, which allows us to set up Reflect, lowering the damage of Gigalith's Body Press. Flygon's Thunder Punch still does a lot of damage though, as we set up workup. A second Thunder Punch leaves Sobs in red health as we go for Surf, which one-shots Flygon and Gigalith. Thankfully, we never got paralyzed as Sandaconda and Duraludon came out. I had Sobs take out Sandaconda first, since I knew it'd be a guaranteed one-shot, but then Duraludon was also a one-shot. Time to head to Winden to attend the semifinals, where our first battle is against Marnie. Marnie's life part is actually dangerous this time, because it has Snarl, which is boosted by Nasty Plot and lowers Sob's special attack. I decided to go straight to attacking Life Bard, but it managed to get a Torment before being one-shot by a non-boosted Surf. However, we had Protect, so we didn't have to waste a turn on hitting Morpeko with Swift. Morpeko's Spark takes Sob's to almost half health, but it goes down to one Surf. Against Scrafty, we set up 2 workups, but are now confused by Swagger. I decided to just risk it, and have Sob set up one more workup, and thankfully, we never hit ourselves, as we take out Scrafty with Surf. Toxicroak is a one-shot with Swift, and last is Grimmsnarl, who is a one-shot with Max Geyser. Next up is Hop, but Hop still leads with Double, who is still not a threat, as we go for one Tearful Look and then one workup. Double and Pincurchin are one-shots. We go for a second workup against Snorlax, who did okay damage with Hammer Arm. It then survived our Surf, but its second Hammer Arm missed. Hop then used his full Restore, as we hit Snorlax with the Tearful Look. 2 more Surfs finally take out Snorlax. Corviknight is a one-shot, and last is Cinderace, who for some reason went for Max Flare, before going down to Max Geyser. We now have the Skill Rose Tower, where we have a battle with Oleana, and we have an issue. Froslass is faster, and a boosted Hex takes over half of Sob's health. Also, Serena survives the +2 Surf. We had to grind, and eventually, at level 78, this run happened. Froslass is still faster, but it starts with Double Team, and its Will-O-Wisp gets negated by our Rossberry, as we set up 2 workups. We do get hit with a non-boosted Hex as we set up a 3rd workup, but it didn't do much. Froslass then finally lands Will-O-Wisp, as we take it out. We outspeed Serena, who is now a one-shot. But we do not outspeed Salazzle, who does good damage with Venoshock. However, it is a one-shot. Against Milotic, we go for another workup, predicting Milotic will go for Aqua Ring. It is a one-shot, and last is Garbodor, who is also a one-shot. We can now attend the finals, but first is a battle with Bede. We go for a Tearful Look, and set up 2 workups against Mawile, whose Play Rough was not doing that much damage. Bede's whole team then was a one-shot sweep. Time for Nessa. We go for Tearful Look against Golisopod. We then went for Swords Dance, so that's not going to work. We then went for Workup, as Golisopod went for a second Swords Dance. We go for a second Workup, as Golisopod goes for Liquidation, which at +3 only did just under half of Sob's health. Thankfully, we outspeed, but Golisopod survives Surf. It did activate Emergency Exit, switching out Golisopod with Seeking. Seeking cannot hit very hard, so we set up a 3rd workup before taking it out. Golisopod is back, and Nessa uses her full Restore, but at +3, Golisopod is a one-shot, as was the rest of Nessa's team. Next is Bede. We go for Protect against Hawlucha, who likes to spam High Jump Kick. This causes it to crash and lose half its health. Hawlucha's High Jump Kick does less than half of Sob's health, so I risk it and have Sobs go for 2 workups. This leaves Sobs in red health, but we take out Hawlucha with 1 more Protect. Unlike Hawlucha, the rest of Bede's team is slower, so we're able to sweep her team without receiving any more damage. Last is Raihan. We start with Light Screen against Torkoal, who is able to use 1-turn Solar Beams thanks to Drought. We then go for 2 workups, but Torkoal had went for Yawn. Thankfully, as we slept, we were able to tank the Solar Beams until the Drought ended. We then woke up and protected on a turn where Torkoal would have hit us with Solar Beam. Torkoal is a one-shot with Surf. However, next is Goodra, who survives Surf, but then misses its Thunder. Gudra goes down the next turn, and next is Flygon, who outspeeds. Its Earthquake left Sobs on only 13 HP, but it is a one-shot. Tornado is also a one-shot, and last is Duraludon, who is a one-shot. We now have to go about Chairman Rose, and thankfully Steel does not resist water. Escavalier's Mega Horn still does big damage though, even after Reflect. But then Escavalier used Sword Stance, as we set up our second workup. Escavalier is a one-shot with Surf, but next is Ferrothorn, who survives Surf, but goes for Curse, so it goes down the next turn. Rose's Kling outspeeds, and does big damage with Wild Charge, but it is a one-shot, as was Berserker and Caparaja. Time for Eternatus, and its Dragon moves are doing a lot of damage. In order to beat it, I had to go pick up the TM for Mudshot. Also, for some reason, Eternatus was now using Flamethrower, its weakest move against us. Mudshot does good damage, and it lowers Eternatus' speed. This allows us to set up Light Screen before getting hit with Dynamax Cannon, which left us with enough health that we were able to set up Workup. However, for some reason, Eternatus switches to Flamethrower, so it goes down to 2 Mudshots. For Eternamax Eternatus, Zamazenta always sets up Light Screen, so we just go for Mudshot. We did go for 1 Workup, and Eternatus never got rid of our stat buffs, so it goes down in 4 turns. Finally, it's time for Leon, and we were at only level 80. We could beat Scorbunny. However, despite us managing to get through Aegis Slash without taking a hit, and with +4 special attack, we are outsped by Dragapult, who does almost 3/4 of our health with Thunderbolt. It goes down to Surf, but then guess what? Rillaboom also outspeeds us. At level 83, we are now faster than Rillaboom, but now we have to deal with Haxorus, who outspeeds. At level 88, Haxorus is still faster, and its Outrage is doing over 120 HP in damage. At this point, I decide to bite the bullet, and accept that without speed control, Sobble is not beating the game at a lower level than Scorbunny. At level 95, Aegis Slash starts with its usual King Shield loop, which allows us to set up 2 workups. But as Aegis Slash went for its 3rd King Shield, we set up Light Screen, just in case it decided to stop. However, instead, we get to set up 2 more workups, and reset our Light Screen, before taking out Aegis Slash while still in full health. The Light Screen was to lower the damage of Dragapult's Thunderbolt, which only does 1/5 of Sob's health, before we take out Dragapult with Surf. Rillaboom is of course a one-shot, but out comes Haxorus. We survive Haxorus' Outrage with 57 HP remaining. Does this mean we could have survived at an earlier level? Probably, but let's not think about that. Haxorus is a one-shot with Surf. For Rhyperior, I decided to have Sobs reset Light Screen. Thankfully, Rhyperior missed its Stone Edge as we take it out, and last is Charizard. Charizard outspeeds, and thanks to Light Screen, we survive Max Overgrowth and one-shot Charizard. We beat Pokemon Sword with only Sobble. We didn't beat the game at a lower level than Scorbunny, but we did beat it faster. Sobble beat the game with only 17 in-game hours. Though again, this is not very optimized, but anyway, thank you to everyone who watched this video, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe.